A D.C. budget more than $500 million to make improvements in and around Capital One Arena. With the Caps and the Wizards now staying in the district, that means the city of Alexandria has to figure out how to develop the land in Potomac Yard where an arena would have gone. Leaders say a lot of exciting ideas have been rolling in, but a new deal for this project may not be that simple. Marcella Robertson is live at the site of the Potomac Yard. What would have been that monumental move, Marcella, but what could we see next?
Yeah, Allison, good morning. That is the big question. What is going to happen to the land here in Potomac Yard? We know it's not going to be an arena, but the city says that the use for this land and this space here, it is limited. And a lot of this has kind of gotten lost in the mix over the last week or so with all of those new developments and this proposed arena. But whatever does come here to Potomac Yard, and keep in mind, this is still prime property, but whatever does come here will likely be a much smaller project. And here's why. The developer, JBG Smith, who owns the entire area where this proposed arena was supposed to be built on, they also own the lot where the Target sits now. And the arena deal was expected to be so big and so lucrative that the developer was going to negotiate with Target to try to move that store to another location. That likely will not happen now, meaning that Target will finish out its 20-year lease, and a huge chunk of that land will not be available for anything new for quite some time. Now, we know this property was originally supposed to be made for office buildings, but because of the pandemic, that has changed. The demand just isn't there anymore, and things have certainly shifted. We've seen that with this proposed arena. Stephanie Landrum is Alexandria's Economic Development Partnership President and CEO. I spoke with her yesterday, and she tells me that whatever is developed here will still likely be entertainment based.
Think about arts and culture. That can be performing arts, that can be music, that could be museum. One of the reasons the site was so attractive to Monumental is that it's sitting at a brand new metro station, and we have the bus rapid transit that runs through. And so I do think that this is intended to be a destination in the region. The ideal tenant for us to find is something that doesn't exist already in this market.
Yeah, so they are certainly looking for something unique, is what she told me. We don't know exactly what is next for Potomac Yard, but we do know what is not coming here. Landrum confirmed yesterday the site is not in the running for the new Commander Stadium. An NFL stadium would need about 3 times the land that was planned for this arena. Now, we know there were a lot of residents who were against this proposal from the beginning. I also spoke with a member of the Stop the Arena Coalition yesterday, and the group says it hopes whatever does happen here in Potomac Yard will be a transparent process that includes the community from the very beginning. Now, as far as a timeline here, we know that these projects take a lot of time, anywhere from 5 to 10 years sometimes, to develop once a deal is in place, but there is no deal secured here, so it will likely be at least another several years before we see any major development with this land. Back to you.
All right, we'll be waiting and watching, Marcella. Thank you so much.